Diddy's former assistant Mia, victim number 4, is giving her cross-examination testimony against Diddy. Diddy's lawyer Brian Steele started out by putting up an exhibit, and it's actually the birthday video that they're claiming that Mia made that they got last week at 1 a.m. from somebody in the public. The government then said objection, and the judge said, "Brian Steele, are we just going to show this video? You haven't laid any type of foundation. Take the video down." Then Brian Steele asked, "Did you work as an assistant to someone? Maybe in 2008 or 2007. I'm not sure. You had a resume saying that you had the ability to multitask and had thick skin. I'm not sure I wrote that. That you were able to deal with uncomfortable situations 24/7. Did you use this as your CV? It looks like it. You went to James Madison University. It's a well-known institution. Sure. Then you were a design assistant? Yes. In 2008 through 2009, you say you provided around-the-clock support. All personal and professional needs, like keeping passports, they were all collected. I don't exactly remember. I didn't travel. But you traveled with Mr. Combs' companies? Oh, yes. So when you said that they had your passport, they had everyone's passport, true? Yes. You're a strong person? I'm good at teaching people, not necessarily enforcing things. You're a leader? I don't know about that. You speak up for yourself? No. But you empower other people, true? Yes. Let's look at your text messages in this exhibit. Sounds like me. Show the jury. You left Mr. Combs' employment by March of 2017? Yes. What did you write to Mr. Combs for Christmas in 2018? Please read it. Merry Christmas, I love you, and the New Year's. I had just seen him at Kim's funeral. You reached out to him? Absolutely. This 2019 message, I wrote, I had a nightmare that I was being chased by R. Kelly, and you saved me. The person you say R-worded you saved you? The judge said that he needed to rephrase that question. Here, what did you write? Sending you all the love in the world. You were not in his grip anymore, right? It's psychological. Why do you keep referring to psychology? Why did you do this? Kim Porter's tragic passing was 5 months before. Were you reaching out to Mr. Combs? 5 months is not a lot. What didn't you understand that Mr. Combs was brutal to you? How did you write this? The government yells objection, and the judge said, Brian Steele, let's have a quick sidebar. Now on May 14th of 2020, you texted Mr. Combs what? My heart is broken about Dre. In my spirituality, I know when people are done with the physical world. It's that they have completed their mission. I love you. What's this about? He auditioned for the James Brown part and that Chad Boseman got it. I told Pup I'd email him videos of his audition. You carried a video camera? He required me to do it, pre-iPhone. It was required. Do you have any footage of Mr. Combs berating you? I would not have been allowed to record that. Do you have anything about Mr. Combs berating you? It would have violated confidentiality. You have no text messages? They should have one on direct. Showing what? Puff saying, F it, let's go to war. Nothing else? Only reaching out to other people in the office, things that others had seen. What did you write here? I wrote, we had so many fun memories, OMG. Anything in your phone about being brutalized by Mr. Combs? I don't think so. How would we find out? The government yells objection, and the judge sustained it. Mia, didn't you have time away from Mr. Combs to write, today he S.A.'d me? I did not have time and would have not written that. In August 29th of 2020, he wrote to you, glad you're well, love, please send me the footage for the doc. It's 2020. The Me Too movement is strong for 2 years. You could say I remember the bad times, right? I would have never said that because it's not true. Here, you wrote what? Love you too. I wrote so many crazy things like Mick Jagger trying to take me home and the beret game, my pink bedazzled iPhone. There's trillions of stories. Of course I'll send to you. I was bamboozled by Heather. Remember the scrapbook I made you? I've got you. Why didn't you write you bamboozled me? Because I was brainwashed. By whom? Puff. How did he bamboozle you with part of his body without your consent? The government yells objection, and the judge sustained it. What does brainwashing mean? That the highs were high and the lows were really low. I was punished whenever Puff was violent. making me believe I had done something wrong. He was praised by the public. You were aware of the Me Too movement and no outcry from you? Why? He said he was going to tell Cassie what happened. I internalized blame and shame. Who threatened to tell Miss Ventura about Mr. Combs supposedly SAing you? Puff. Why didn't you respond? Great, let's tell everyone what you did to me. Government yells objection, and the judge sustained and said let's move on. You said you had a moral obligation to speak up. Now I do. Why not in 2017? I was brainwashed. Brian Steele starts out by saying, when did you first say me too? When I first saw him being held responsible. Now I have therapy. Mr. Combs wrote, I gotta find that. You got a copy. What does it refer to? I think he means the James Brown video, not the scrapbook. I wrote, I think I have PDFs. I think I gave it to you for a B-day in your house on Mapleton. I customized the purple leather suit so you could walk and not giving an F. If y'all can't find it, I will, but I didn't. You had a PDF? I thought so. What did you write here? My grandma went into hospice, so I have to fly out. I have to miss your event here in my hometown. C.S. Levy, effing crush it and make history. Heart emoji. Deepest sympathy for your grandmother. Thanks. What was this about? There had been some terrible event with the police. Pharrell organized an event to change the narrative of Beach Week, which I think was a college thing. You wanted to see Mr. Combs? I did not. I only said so. My hometown in Virginia Beach doesn't usually get this type of attention. You're telling the jury that you were scared of Mr. Combs, true? True. I was scared of him. He was scary. Listen to this exhibit and tell me if you recognize it. Then Brian Steele says, move to admit this exhibit, and the judge says, Miss Smizer, and they said that they object. This exhibit that they tried to use is the birthday video that somebody from the public sent Diddy's team last week at 1 a.m. in the morning. And I did listen to this video, so I'm going to go ahead and read you what she says in this video. I'm not going to play it. That way she can still remain anonymous somewhat. Puff, living legend himself, you have not only revolutionized this game, but the entire world. I'm so glad to call you my friend. Thank you for being one of the biggest inspirations in my life. To another 44 years of brilliance. F shit up. Love you. Happy birthday. Revolt. Did a sidebar after this, and it seems like the judge wasn't saying that there was a proper basis for this to be entered yet. So Brian Steele starts back off by saying, you and Miss Ventura were best friends. Fair? Yes. You said that she was your sister. Yes. You loved her? Absolutely. And you feel the same way today? Yes. Would you never lie to her? Puff didn't allow me to tell her things, like where he was, anything he said. Was Miss Ventura in love with Mr. Combs? I thought so. Did you ever tell her the person she loved R-worded you? No. Do you remember telling her that Mr. Combs' brain needed to be rewired? And the government calls for another sidebar. Brian Steele comes back and said, why would you cover up for Mr. Combs to Miss Ventura? Why writing that Mr. Combs is just misunderstood? The government yells objection, and the judge says rephrase. Did you tell Miss Ventura that she needed to stay with Mr. Combs? I don't remember that. He could find out what I was telling her. How? He had stolen our phones, Cassie's phone many times. He put tracking devices on her car. You were alone with Miss Ventura? Yes. You sued Mr. Combs for $10 million? My lawyers ended up getting $200,000. You got $200,000? Yes. Please look at the screen. Is that your social media account? It looks like a text message. Sounds like me, though. Your text to Mr. Combs? I don't remember sending this. You're in a tutu, and Mr. Combs appears to be holding his private parts. In Miss Ventura's lawsuit, she alleged SA? Yes. Why did you still communicate with Mr. Combs? The government yells objection, and the judge sustained it. Did you meet with the prosecutors in January of 2024? I may have. I don't remember the timing. Did you tell them that Mr. Combs SA'd you? I don't remember when I told them. Did you get a lawyer? Yes. The lawyer who had 45 days earlier obtained an enormous judgment. The government yells objection, and the judge sustained it. Why did you hire her? The government yells objection, and the judge sustained again and said let's move on. You only first alleged SA in June of 2024. I don't remember the timing of things. The rest I can't go into. I understand it's privileged, and the government yells objection, and the judge says sustained, and he wants a sidebar. Let's talk about Prince's party. You said you had no permission to go there, but you knew many people who knew Mr. Combs would be there. The judge said rephrase. Did you wear a disguise? No. Any photos of a chase? No. You say that you and Miss Ventura got on a paddleboard into a storm? Yes. Any recording of that? No. Any note or text message to prove it happened? I don't think so. We were on a paddleboard. Did you make it up? No. You said you had no time with family. Did you ever go to events with your family and friends? Sporadically over 8 years, but few and far in between. Weddings? Sister and best friends, I believe. Halloween? I don't remember. You had times with others, right? I had to be in communication 24/7. I was never outside of his grip. Outside of your work environment, why couldn't you explain the abuse you say that you were experiencing? It was more complicated than that. Until 2024, you never told anyone that you were SA'd. Unless it was my privileged therapist, that's true. Could you waive that privilege? The government yells objection, and the judge says move on. You join the Me Too money grab against Mr. Combs? The government yells objection. You knew Miss Ventura received money from her lawsuit against Mr. Combs? It was public. But you speak with Miss Ventura? Never about anything I discussed with the government. How would we know that? You were able to review some of your interviews with prosecutors? Yes. You didn't mention the essay until June of 2024? I don't remember the dates. Did you give all of your materials to the government? I gave them to my lawyer, and then my lawyer gave them to the government. Look at this one. In these notes, did you raise the essay to the prosecutors? Did you raise it in January of 2024? Definitely not in the first meeting. I don't remember each specific meeting, but I definitely didn't raise it in the first meeting. And in this next document that you just reviewed, the judge says, just ask her if her recollection is refreshed. No, not to the specifics. You never mentioned essay until you hired lawyer Sean Crowley. I have no idea when I first mentioned it, except that it was after I had representation. You intended to sue Mr. Combs for compensation? You want money? No. Who have you worked for since? Madonna. For how long? 8 months, from April 2019. When you did that, did Mr. Combs assist you in getting that job? Absolutely not. So you were not blacklisted? No. No retribution? He took away the TV show, the credit that I was promised. You told the jury you were surprised that you were let go, right? I did. You were let go for drinking? No. You remember Cassie Ventura's video called Official Girl? Yes. And King of Hearts and her song with Nicki Minaj, The Boys? Yes. And Nicki Minaj is well known? Yes. And Miss Ventura did the song Numb with Rick Ross? She did. And I Love It with Fabulous? Yes. Do you remember Miss Ventura being in the studio with Kid Cudi? I don't remember the specifics. And Mr. Combs himself? Yes. The TV show you mentioned, what was it about? My experience. How a person from a small town dealt with a person such as Mr. Combs? Comedic version. What other films do you work on? Dope, Lawless, Undefeated. You enjoyed the projects? Yes. You called the people a second family? We all called it that. You thought that Mr. Combs was a genius? At the time. You wanted to continue to work with Mr. Combs, right? I wanted to continue following my dream. You know if Mr. Combs' company put more money into promoting Cassie Ventura than any other of its artists? I didn't absorb everything. Who is Jason Wheely? He worked for the record label. In budgeting, right? Do you recall being given the opportunity to have your therapist's notes be seen by the parties? The government yells objection, and the judge says sidebar. You never called law enforcement, right? I did not. You said that when you were stopped while speeding in LA, Mr. Combs got you out of it. Do you remember? I do. Do you ever think of calling anonymously? No. When you say that Mr. Combs hurt your arm, did you seek medical help? No. I would not have been allowed. Did you take photos? No. Did you scream? No. I was in shock. Before the 5 days that you say you were awake, did you ever stay awake that long? Absolutely not. You testified that you would give up all of the money if there had not been any SA. Any discussion that you will make money by testifying? No, that's not even a thing. Your Honor, can I get those other matters? Yes, and then they're going to take a break. Then Brian Steele comes back from this break and says nothing further, and the judge says, members of the jury do not consider any of the testimony about this witness's communication with her therapist. And then it's redirected back to the government. Mia, was posting to social media a part of your job? Yes. As a part of that, did you post on your personal Instagram account? Yes. What did Mr. Combs do if he thought that you were not doing your job? I'd be yelled at and humiliated. Did any other employees also post for Mr. Combs' birthday? Yes. Birthday video, was it for Club Diddy? Yes. Did Mr. Combs co-own the water that you were drinking? And did you say Revolt, the project that you worked on, at the end? Yes. You posted about the good, not the bad times, correct? Yes. Why did you want to make the person who abused you happy? When he was happy, I was safe. Were you worried about your physical safety? Yes. I had been abused by Puff before. I knew his wrath. Did you engage with a pro bono lawyer? Yes. Why did you meet with the government so much? So my story could be understood. Were you terrified? Of Puff and the repercussions. Did the government tell you what to say? No, only the truth. How do you feel about public speaking? Terrified. Can you explain that, given that you've been in comedy? I had Puff's permission for that. Any comparison to testifying about Mr. Combs essaying you here? None. Why are you here today? If not, I could not look my goddaughters in the eye and ever advise them on what to do in this situation. And then they ask Diddy's team if they want to recross, and they say no. So this is the end of Mia's full testimony against Diddy. But y'all, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.